Hello, I'm Mike Boyce, the chairman of the Cobb County Board of Commissioners. And as I enter my fourth year in office, I want to tell you why I'm excited about the future of our county. Now, why do we choose to live in this great county? Is it because it's an exceptional place where businesses can thrive, residents feel safe, there's superior education at all levels, where your taxes are low, and people are feeling they're getting true value for them? I think all of these apply. So let's discuss some of them. Businesses thrive in a climate of low taxes and stable government. Accordingly, for the third straight year, I'm proposing to leave the millage rate at 8.46 mils for the general fund in the 2021 budget. The ability to do so comes from the continued growth in our tax digest, a digest which reflects our strong economy and a well-run county. Our bond raters in New York have favorably endorsed this fiscal stability by our government by reaffirming for the 23rd consecutive year our AAA bond rating. I am confident we will continue to maintain that rating in 2020 because, as the chart shows, economic activity is being experienced throughout the entire county. Our economic prosperity comes from the close partnership between the county, the State Department of Economic Development, and the business community, including our chamber. The Galleria and Exhibit Hall authorities, the 3 CIDs, and Cobb Travel and Tourism are essential parts of that community. They are all instrumental in our successful hosting of Super Bowl events last year. They will do so again this fall when the Braves are in the World Series, and next year when we host the All-Star Game. Our strong working relationship extends not only with the business community, but with our elected officials. I am grateful for the support of the city mayors. I treasure our relationship with them. The joint projects we have with them help to make Cobb a better place to live. Equally remarkable is the respect the county has with all its elected county government officials. And I can assure you that is not typical of every county in Georgia. We recognize we are all in this arena or business together, and by working together as a team, we can accomplish so much more, even though we are independent of each other. This spirit of cooperation also extends to members of the Cobb delegation. I know I can reach across both sides of the political aisle, and in the end, we all know what is best for Cobb County. This bipartisanship is critical to our future success. Cobb County is a great place for businesses as well as our residents. But if there's a primary reason why I believe you would want to choose to live in Cobb County, it is the outstanding customer service provided by the leaders and employees who work daily to live up to our motto to expect the best. Some would have you believe that you can do more with less. The reality is, we're already doing more with less. Despite a county population increasing more than 17,000 people since 2015, today there are fewer county employees than we had in 2015. Nothing better reflects the dedication of the county staff and employees to find more efficient and effective ways to serve you. The incredible number of awards received by the staff in 2019 is a testimony to their creativity, innovativeness, and dedication to their duties. Nowhere is this kind of original thinking exemplified more than with what your information services employees have accomplished using GIS to modernize our processes across the entire spectrum of your government. Whether using the technology to provide the public with information about zoning, to emergency locators at our parks, providing data at our fleet services, GIS has revolutionized local government and is the trend center, as clearly shown during the Regional Environmental Systems Research Institute convention held here in Cobb County. During my days as a Marine, I learned the first principle of leadership is to take care of your people. This board must continue its efforts to honor and recognize the commitment of our employees by increasing compensation and benefits and ensuring the integrity of their pension fund. We have taken steps in this direction the last 2 years. We must continue to do so. Public safety, while not our only priority, is certainly our most important one. In 2017, this board approved the pay and class study which increased the compensation for 1,200 members in public safety and another 1,200 in other parts of the county. In 2018, the budget included additional funding for the Sheriff Department, more police officers, vehicles, and equipment including body cameras for all of them. In 2019, all certified officers in the Sheriff, Police, Fire, and certain other law enforcement departments received an incentive bonus and a 7% pay raise. The step in grade approved last month was a landmark achievement by this board. A new medical examiner facility is rising on County Services Road. The current SPLOST is funding a new police headquarters, training facility, and fire stations. No one should doubt our commitment to ensure that Cobb has the best trained, led, and equipped public safety department. As we continue to take steps to address concerns, we are listening not only to our staff, but to our residents and businesses. Cobb Link celebrates its 30th anniversary this year. It is one of the top 5 largest transit systems in the state of Georgia, carrying annually 2.5 million riders. Just think how many more cars would be on the road without Cobb Link. Last year, responding to the business community, we added more routes and, for the first time, Sunday service. We continue to make refinements to Cobb Link based on the results of the transit study, including working actively to introduce alternative services by partnerships with alternative transportation companies to add more connectivity to Cobb Link. During these unsettled times in the world, one group we should value and honor is our veterans and to those in the military service. I will confess, this is personal for me. I can still remember in December of 1999, while stationed in the Middle East, being invited to visit 3rd Army headquarters at then Fort McPherson. Due to some last-minute logistics, I had to modify my airline reservation at the airport, and then, upon delivering my new tickets, the airline agent thanked me for my service. I was startled by her remarks, because in 28 years of military service, nobody had ever expressed their appreciation for my commitment. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Cobb County will continue to show its commitment to honor those who have made the sacrifice to defend your country. Thanks to the efforts of Commissioner Joanne Burrell, we joined the Georgia Department of Veteran Services in honoring our Korean and Vietnam veterans. This board also approved funding to begin the construction of a Veterans Memorial, and complementing these programs are the Veterans Court administered by Judge Reuben Green. This past year, Veterans Day was made a county holiday. These actions, along with the continued support from the Georgia Department of Veteran Services, amply demonstrate that this government shall never forget the sacrifices of more than 40,000 veterans who live in Cobb County. This is also the right moment to acknowledge and express our deep appreciation for what Senator Johnny Isakson has done for this county, particularly our veterans. Thanks to him, 3 new VA medical clinics will or already have opened in Cobb. Thank you, Senator Isakson, for your service to this nation, to Georgia, and to Cobb County. There are other ways this county has tried to provide value and support for residents of all economic circumstances. Building our success of finding affordable housing for Cobb employees, by working with local banks and the Federal Home Loan Bank, we are prepared to export our success to the public at the 360 Forum hosted by District Attorney Joette Holmes and Solicitor Barry Morgan at their program at the end of this month. Cobb County government has also worked via the Homeless Forum to create a framework for organizations and individuals to collaborate, develop, and share best practices to address the homeless issue in Cobb County. In summary, 2019 was a year where we continued to provide outstanding customer service despite challenges. We listened to our residents, we supported our business community, and we maintained physical stability. But we're beginning a new decade, 2020. That sounds a bit futuristic. As we prepare for the next decade in our future, what challenges do we face? A priority for 2020 is certainly extending the current SPLOST for 6 more years and educating our residents on the importance of doing so. It is a challenge to determine which projects should be included in the new SPLOST and which should be funded by the general fund. However, the importance of SPLOST projects in our long-range planning is not just a county concern. The mayors have also made it very clear that recapitalization of their modernization efforts is dependent upon the renewal of this SPLOST. We all know and agree that Cobb has traffic problems. No one has to tell you that, and we don't have to fund another study to affirm that. It is probably our greatest challenge. The transit survey and the 2-year plan to update the comprehensive transportation plan are the platforms that will lead us into the proposed mobility referendum that is suggested for the ballot in November 2022. The county is working closely with the Atlanta Regional Commission, the federal government, the ATL Authority, and the Cobb Chamber's Transportation Committee and our own Transit Advisory Board to shape the response to address this important challenge. However, there are already projects in play that are anticipating future needs, such as Phase 3 of the Barrett Reliever in the Town Center CID and the Acres Mill Ramp in the Cumberland CID. We especially appreciate the efforts of our congressional and Senate delegations securing the funds that allow the Acres Mill Ramp to move forward. Additional solutions to improvements to our traffic and transportation infrastructure, however, will be influenced by the extension of the current SPLOST. In closing, as we enter this new decade, the state of the county has never been better. We should be confident that whatever the future brings, we'll be able to handle them. The partnerships between the county, our business community, and you, our residents, will continue to ensure that Cobb remains the choice destination where we can all safely work, live, play, and pursue our dreams. May God bless you, and may God continue to bless the great state of Georgia, this great county of ours, and the United States of America.